1 second. You make sure everything's running okay. Also need to grab a set real quick. Need to refresh again. One more time. Alright, now it's going. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. Today, Today we're just gonna be doing some of the legend title stuff, just because. We've got some things to knock out here, but I think that, I think maybe chipping away at this a little bit would be nice. Plus, gives me an excuse to use a couple weapons I don't normally use too often. Maybe level them up a tad more. If I have any that fits a description. In case you're curious, I'm saving that MG for this right here. I'm a bit low on spoils, but have anything that would fit that bill? That'd be nice to use. I guess that's a weapon I could take out for a bit. Yep. Use you a bit. Let me put that away since I'm not doing Crota right now. Well, literally the only reason I will take out an Eager Edge Sword. Probably head to here and upgrade this sword a little bit, actually. Some interesting changes are on the horizon that I've kind of skimmed through. Are you guys have seen, they're making some changes to combatants and whatnot. And it's interesting, to say the least. Where's Jagged Edge? Do I just go Yield Whirlwind Blade for this, or do I make this a fun sword? Decisions. Let's make this a fun sword. Let's give it that and... Tireless blade, why not? Yeah. We're actually... Nah, this could be funnier actually, hang on. That could be funnier. Not reality, it doesn't really matter what I pick. God, I'm tired. Not as tired as I was yesterday, but still a bit tired. I have no mementos? God motherfucking damn. Oh no, I do. What the hell? I want to put one on you? You don't shader too well, honestly. Okay, I guess with that one it looks alright, but good luck getting that. Yeah, you're just not able to put a memento on this, which is weird. Unless it's like this. No, it's actual bug. Interesting. Manjay! Manjay! Alright. Let's head on over now. To the Cosmodrome. Let's get this one done. The nice relaxing one. It's just kill enemies, pick up engrams. So. Literally nothing too bad. And I'm just gonna do this real quick because these. Alright. Your Wings of Sacred Dawn, huge. Really liking this weapon, by the way. I'm so happy I finally got it. No catalyst, but that'll be for another time. Maybe if there's another run for Crota at some point, I'll see if I can ask them if that's something that could be done real quick. There's still some things I need from that raid. Like, I don't have a lot of patterns, which I'd like. I'm close to the MG, I want the hand cannon, I want the AR. But you know, it'll come with time. The only raid I don't really have a reason to do is Vaulted Glass. So I've gotten like everything I can want there. I was dealing like no damage because of the range, I'm not gonna lie. What is my build right now? Oh, I don't need this on. What am I doing? Come on, man. Sure, you're better than this. Come on. You don't need these things. You can mess around. It's just patrol. Oh my god. Do they still have there's still a chest back here? No, there's not. Damn. It's so funny that's there though. Alright. We just kind of go kill. I'd pick up patrols and whatnot, but then I'd have to listen to Shahan. So maybe I won't. Looking forward to the next episode. I feel like House Light is an underutilized faction of the Coalition. And when they do show up, it's mainly just a pity party from Mithrax. So I'm hoping they stray away from it when it does drop. Because stuff like that just gets repetitive. I want to see him being cool now. We are also going to get a whatchamacallit. We're also gonna get the entire act in one day, which is really nice. I approve. It's still time gatey because the other acts are still locked up, but we're stepping away from it now, which is good. Like, that's nice. I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out. I'm considering running a Day 1 dungeon, but not too sure if I will. I'd have to ask around my circle. See if it's something people would be willing to do. Weapon for headshots, and here I am body shotting people. Those are cursed thrall though, so it counts, right? I do believe I remember hearing that if you complete it during contest mode, you just get the exotic, which is a bit of motivation, I mean, not gonna lie. And there are quite a few people speculating that said dungeon exotic is going to be Icebreaker, which I'm interested to see what kind of treatment it gets. Will it get the Gjallarhorn treatment or the Hawkmoon treatment? The thing with Icebreaker, you have to be very careful with it. Like, if players see a reload animation, it's over. Like, it's over for Bungie. Like, they're done. For those of you that don't know, I should probably say this. For those of you that don't know, Icebreaker was an exotic in D1. That's whole thing is that it had no reserves, and it had, I think, like 6 rounds in the mag. And you would just passively regenerate ammo as it went on, essentially. So, what would happen back in like pre-Taken King era, Icebreaker was like essentially that game's still hard. If you gotta compare it to a D2 weapon. Like, it was the thing to use for snipers. So now I'm kind of curious how they'll bring it back. Because, again, if there's a, like, reload animation for it, it's over. And I'm curious if they'll just one-for-one bring it back, or if they'll tweak it in some way. I never really used Icebreaker too much in the past, personally. I never did too much endgame things. I never really had a team to do it back in the day. I was more of a casual player, like a very casual player. I was doing stuff like what I'm doing right now, just kind of running around and patrolling the Cosmodrome and just kind of shooting people in-game. Really bothered with stuff like that. My favorite exotic from back then was Invective and original Kvastov. Those are like my favorites. Probably asking, why am I not using Kvastov right now? Well, I got this weapon, and also Kvastov's very fucking different in D2. I'm not too, like, it's a good gun in D2, but not necessarily how I feel. Not necessarily Kvastov, I know. So, like, I'll use it, but, like, it does kind of suck a bit. My opinion, that they didn't bring over what it used to do. And don't any of you in the comments say it's a tactical issue, they did it before. But I am looking forward to running the dungeon, even if I don't do it day one. In terms of other changes they're making, I've seen they're adding pseudo champions to the game. Because according to them, the issue with the game right now is that it's become too bland in
Drop it fast. Anyone got eyes?
It's become too bland in core game modes. Which, yeah. There's been some blandness in the game. However, this isn't quite the right way to do it, but I do appreciate where their head's at. Probably the biggest offender that I've seen quite a few people talking about is the enemy you have to melee before you can damage. Which is not good. Like, let's just get that straight sorted. That is not good. There's the nuclear person and, like, the mortar person, I think. Those are... I feel whatever about them currently. Again, I kind of skimmed through it. It's the melee guy that I feel like is the worst offender. Need a bit more coffee. But I feel like restricting a player's movements or what they can do in a game, especially in a game like Destiny, just doesn't really feel good. There's a good and a bad way to do that kind of thing. And if you want to add an enemy that's immune until you do a certain thing, just add Berserkers in. Hey, just add Berserkers in. You've done it in co-op mode. You can do it again. Or just add natural-looking enemies that can do these kinds of things, because right now they've just got like, oh, here's a captain with an immunity shield, have fun. Which, that's kind of messed up. I feel like, they should add in... Apologies, my brain just kind of shut off there. They should work on adding, like, enemy variety into the game that do these unique things, rather than just reskinning existing enemies. Because it makes the game feel more natural, rather than just seeing person here with a new effect. Like, that's kind of what feels bad. Heck yeah. Let's check our progress, by the way. We really are waiting on the engram part, aren't we? Yeah, it's fine, though. It's fine, it's fine. But I do feel like, they have a good idea of something to do, but it's not... It looks like the execution's gonna be what gets them. feel like something people really want, though, in the core game modes, and is like unique loot that has a sense of rarity to it. For example, strike specific loot. That's a that's an old one. I feel like Bungie should start adding that in again, because let's be honest, that's like the biggest reason people played strikes back in the day. It was for that strike specific loot. I know back in D1 there was this Taken Knight, the strike boss with like a jellyfish looking head. And if you were a hunter, you could get an armor piece for your helmet that was his head. And that was so cool. There was also the Bond Brothers strike where if you played a Titan, you could get an armor piece that was their gauntlets, and stuff like that was cool. There's also stuff like guns and other armor pieces for other classes, but stuff like that, that's what kept people playing. Stuff like that was just neat and cool. It gave the strikes identity. It made them feel unique. It's what people liked about Destiny. Currently, we don't necessarily have strike specific loot. We have the strike loot pool. And we also have the Nightfall weapons. But other than that, we don't really have much. We used to. We did used to. Until Shadowkeep rolled around, then they stopped. I do believe that enemy variety is something Bungie will have to do more of in the future. It is something that I feel like is necessary if they want to continue to have Destiny keep going. Because as it stands currently, the enemy variety is kind of meh on all of the factions. And I believe that they should shoot for complexity that the Dread have. I believe that the Dread is like the pinnacle of what D2's enemy races should be like. It has your standard shooty guys. However, they have things that contribute in their own ways to make it a bit harder to deal with them. They have some supporting units that also have their own ways to mess you up. And they also have like a big heavy hitter guy. I believe that that is like the pinnacle of what Destiny 2 factions should be. And I believe that Bungie should strive to do that more. Because currently in Destiny, a lot of the factions are just, I shoot you with this color gun. And they have some things that kind of mess with you a little bit. They have like tiny little blips of that, like wizard smoke clouds or scions knocking you around. Need more coffee. But, some bird just kind of hovering outside my window for a bit. That was epic. But, feel like Bungie needs to try and add more things like that to the existing factions as well. Because that's how you add difficulty to video games, in my opinion. You can crank up health and damage numbers as much as you want. People won't like that. They'll probably think, oh, this is a bit difficult, but will they find it enjoyable? You know, maybe not. A lot of people probably don't want to deal with bullet sponges. And you know, you can save the bullet sponge enemies for just, you know, the raids or nightfalls. Lord knows how much damage the Witness takes. But it's difficulty like that that the community wants. Not this exactly. Now, could I be blowing this out of proportion? Probably. You know, maybe. I'm known to do that sometimes. I also have some very hot takes that a lot of people don't agree with. I'm not a big fan of current Hawkmoon, but I know that there are people that fucking love it. Like, I seem to be in the minority of people that don't like current Hawkmoon. And you know, that's fine. That is fine. Everyone has different views, everyone has different experiences. I'm just giving my own 2 cents of what I feel like would be more enjoyable, and that would be specific loot for specific maps, specific strikes, specific battlegrounds, since they're adding them in. And also more complexity in the enemies. Because as it stands right now, we do not have that. The only faction that has it is the Dread, and the only crime they commit is that they're not in more destinations. I'd like to see them in more. I'd like to see them added to Onslaught. You think you could work that out, Bungie?
Tower to Cosmo Ops. Requesting visual confirmation of a warsat about to touch down in your sector.
Oh my god. There's gonna be a dev stream soon, talking about the stuff upcoming, which I'll be tuning into. Feel like that'd be fun. Do like how they're starting to do the dev streams again. That is how you do things like this. It's how you get feedback. How you let the community know what's going on. Ogre. All right. Not really too many engrams have dropped, have they? Wild. Just double checking. What are the other things for the title as well? Vanguard Ops thing. This does say in the Skywatch, which is something, but just things to note, just things to note. I don't know if I'll stream the race. I doubt I will. Me and my friends probably just want to, like, attempt to get a clear. We're not really caring about being first or whatnot. It'd be neat, but I doubt any of us would like to. Well, I mean, they'd probably like to. I just want the clear. I would have to try hard though, because, you know, contest mode do be contest mode. New engram just dropped. Massive. This is like 7% per engram, right? That one was 5%? What the heck? That's crazy. Okay, how about we pivot for now, because you guys are probably getting tired of me just running around in circles here. Why don't we get to doing some strikes? Some of you guys would probably like. Because, like, personally, I'd be willing to stay there, like, I'd stay there for days on end, personally, because I have brain damage, but, I understand why people would not be willing.
The Exodus Black is overrun with Vex and House Salvation Elitsny. The Elitsny look like scouts. They followed the Vex into the crash site.
What did I do to deserve this?
Not to worry, we'll sort it out.
I have 150% confidence in the captain, even though it is a mathematical impossibility.
Good, good. So do I.
Oh my god. Got lit up from everything. I am going to be planning on doing more solo dungeon content in the future. Okay, we are getting sniped from across the damn map by these people. And frankly, it's making me a little bit upset. Massive.
Be careful
Blinkus.
while I'm gone.
Okay. Love it. But I will be trying more solo dungeon stuff in the future. I'm looking at Duality next. Just a reminder, I don't do solo flawless. That seems like hell. What? Depending on the new dungeon, I might give soloing that a shot. Not on contest, obviously, because whew, but
This device looks like an old arc energy conveyor.
depending on if that dungeon's fun or not, or it feels alright to do, I might try soloing it for Duality. I'm still probably going to be playing Warlock no matter what dungeon I do, because it's the class I'm most comfortable with. Like, I know I'm not putting on a good show right now, but I'm damn near unkillable playing Warlock sometimes. I'm not the best, but I'm certainly trying. Oh my god. Oh, it just despawns there. That's unfortunate.
Vex do nothing without purpose. Their arc charges must power something.
Some more. Pressing B there probably wasn't the play. It's probably not the play. I was feeling a little bit bad these past few days, which is why I've not streamed. Combination of headaches and some physical pains I was experiencing, but I'm gonna try and not let that control me as much anymore. Because it's just not fair to the people that do wanna watch this stuff. Not many people that want to watch this, but still, to the few that probably do want to watch this, I'd be doing them a disservice. So I'm gonna try and really start doubling down in regards to these. Once I start getting back in the swing of it, I might try taking a stab at longer streams, depending on how I'm feeling during them. Maybe I'll also
Cold and dark in here.
sometime, maybe
Perfect
someday.
for an ambush. Stay on your guard.
Some days I might change up when I stream. So like maybe I stream like late into the night on like weekends or something. I don't know. I'm not too sure yet, but that's gonna be something for way later. I've still not really found a good video editing program to use yet. I do have a digital art program that I can use, but I do still need to find a video editing one. I'm trying to get back into digital art. I've lost quite a bit of what I knew, plus I'm using a different program than what I've learned a lot of my stuff on. I learned how to do art on Photoshop, and I'm using, I think it's Fire Alpaca is the name of it, off the top of my head. I could check right now, but I'm nuking a Fallen in the game.
This stealth field is vulnerable to arc energy.
Oh my god.
You figured what I'm thinking.
But I am gonna try at least practicing with the art again, just to see if I can reclaim my touch. I was never like that good at art, but it was passable at least.
Nessus is a long
It's
way
passable
from Europa.
in some
House
people's
Salvation
eyes.
must have thought it was worth sending scouts.
They didn't have to show up with guns. Failsafe, are you all right?
For now. Might not stay that way.
I understand. You let
All right.
us know whenever you need help.
That is another mission done for the contract. No, just kidding. I'm not doing that right now. I guess I'll give it to you. So I'll give it. I'm curious, is all my stuff 2000? Literally just the fusion. I do still have quite a few things that aren't fully leveled light-wise. You know, is what it is. But I'm gonna try and get back into dabbling into digital art. I'm playing a lot of different games lately, which have been taking my attention away from things. But I am gonna start trying to get back to work in that regard. I'm going to look up videos and stuff to try and help me in that regard. And I'm confident I remember
Guardian,
enough from my
we
video
picked
editing
up a high-gain
classes
transmission.
to
Origin point is somewhere along the coast.
be able to
near the
edit
Cosmos.
competent videos. So I'm going
That's
to
Rasputin, the AI
possibly
warmind.
in the
If I'm
future.
understanding him correctly, it's a distress call. There are so few ballet fans left, Guardian. It'd be a shame to
In the
lose him.
future, I want to try and make some analysis type content. Give my own interpretations of certain characters, stories, games, and just kind of see what I can piece together based on my own understandings. I also want to make yield funny moments content, because, I mean, who doesn't like that? And I'd also be interested in just straight up flat recordings, no stream. Just me sitting down, playing a game I enjoy playing. I feel like stuff like that would be fun. I do feel like I need to, in the future, get like a better computer for all of this stuff. Because I like my Mac. It's nice, it's comfy. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It does when it needs to. However, it's... not only is it slowing down, it's starting to show its limits. So I'll need to figure something out in that regard. Maybe I could set up like another desk in my room with like a different computer and just work from that one. Though I've heard it's kind of miserable working in your own room. Like mentally it kind of drains you. But I mean, frankly, I don't really have much other space. There are games I feel like would be kind of neat to try and make videos on, give my own thoughts on them. I don't know if that's something people would enjoy, but it's something to try at least. I would have to put up with hearing my own voice, which I have an issue with. That's something I've had to struggle with in video editing class, is listening to myself. I always hated that. Especially when I was trying to do, like, voice acting things for stuff that some friends of mine were doing. We, like, re-listened to the takes a few times, and there were sometimes I just had to step out. But I do believe I could make some nice stuff if I had to. Might be able to go back in. I'd just need to find the program to do so, and I believe I'd be able to do that. What a shame it's not throw a grenade down there anymore. There's also some topics I'd like to do, which admittedly might be a tad controversial. Stuff like character design in games, how to tell decent stories. Just stuff like that. 1 second. Apologies. But honestly, I'd like to do things like that. Stuff that I'm kind of passionate about. And also things I feel like kind of need to be talked about. That some people kind of don't. Or at least if they do, I haven't really seen too much, which I understand. I'd also like to give my own bits of advice on some games I play. Stuff like Limbus Company. Because I have a friend who's interested in trying to learn the game and whatnot, and how to effectively play the game. So I feel like I've really only seen one other person that does stuff like that. So I don't know if I'd match his level, because he makes some good content, but you know, it'd be nice to try and dip my toes in that field. Even though admittedly I don't understand the ins and outs of the game as much as him, I am kind of a shitter. But if there is any type of content you guys like to see from me, feel free to let me know. Like, I'm very open to ideas right now. I'd just have to find a program to use that's either free or at least affordable. If you guys got any suggestions, let me know, because I've been struggling with my searches. I might try and go looking again after the stream, honestly. I'd also need to record footage and whatnot, but I'm sure I could just download my own streams. I'm sure that's fine. That's fine, surely. What was our progress so far? 56, let's go. We're popping off. We are past the halfway point. I do hope I can really get this whole thing off the ground, though, because this is something I've always wanted to do, but, you know, it's a bit difficult for me right now, I'll say that. Mixed with real life stuff and also just stuff here. I do think I will be calling it after the strike, though. And then I'll try and start getting back to the usual 2-hour-long things. Got to do this. Hopefully that, matter.
The Lucent Hive are opening a portal. We can't let them claim the Scarlet Keep.
Agreed. I won't allow them to crush Xivu Arath before I do.
Get in there, Guardian. chop this invasion off at its neck.
Goodbye. That was very unfortunate.
My Brachus enters the field as your ally, Guardian. We will show you how Cabal deal with the Hive. But yeah. That's stuff I want to try and do in the future. That video editing stuff. But for right now, just expect more streams, more VODs on the YouTube and whatnot. I'll try and find more ways to improve the stream experience in some way. Whatever work it might take.
Savathun's forces are flooding in from her throne world. That was just the first wave.
Push them back to the portal, Guardian.
But I do hope you guys enjoy what's to come all the same.
We can't reclaim the stolen light, but we can punish the Hive for their blasphemy. Target every tribute bearer you find, Guardian, and wipe this place clean.
As well. I picked that up, right? Yeah, I did. Bugs out a bit at the top. Hey, Bungie. Found another one. Back up. There's a wizard over there. Oh, I'm getting shot at.
told the wizard to go. Huh? Just got lost in the sauce. What the heck? This spot does take a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is, but like, dang. Alright. Feel like you're a bot. Feel like you're a bot since you made your account 12 minutes ago and you just talked about adding me on Discord. That is unfortunately gonna be a ban. That is unfortunately gonna be a ban. Not want bots in the community, I'm not gonna lie. That is not what we want. Okay. Go. And that is also a ban as well. Because that is just... I'm gonna switch this to
I don't know
probably
how the
this for the
Lionsgate
damage.
works, but anything wearing Savathun's face is trouble. Run it through with the spear, Guardian. Okay.
They got the other one, right? No, they do not. It's fine. Just shred it down real quick. And I'm just gonna eat. I forgot about the ghost thing. But alright. Alright. That is gonna be it for today once we get our rewards.
We shut down the Lucent Hive's invasion, but this won't be the last we hear from them.
With Ikora's hidden stretched thin,
and
all eyes
accommodate
wide
these
open to
people.
watch for their next move. Crow, get out there and scuff their strongholds. If they mobilize, I want to know about it.
I hear you loud and clear.
I am
Glint and I
gone.
will report anything
All right.
suspicious.
So, that is going to be all from me today. Don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but I do know we're going to do it. And as always, I'm Manager. You've been amazing to have. Thank you so much for giving me the time of day. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I will see you guys next time. Sayonara, everyone.